What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing chess for you to fall asleep to. I'll be going for about an hour. We're going to be thinking through all of our moves, not playing too fast, and hopefully at the end of it you can grab your pillows and blankets and fall asleep to this with me. So starting out, we're playing with the white pieces. We're playing against Met 63, about 830 ELO. So I know that I'm 1,000 player, you know. No, I should be at least 1,000. I've beaten 1,000s before, but I can't say I've had the honor of having that title for myself. So this is my journey to get to that 1,000 ELO. So I'd start thinking through our moves. Usually I don't think that much, just kind of play super fast and change that today. So we started out with E4, and then he went F5. So I'm tempted to just take. So if I take, he can move this pawn up, the knights. I don't see why I shouldn't just take. This looks like a free pawn to me. So we're gonna go ahead and take. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, and then he goes like that. So now we can pass 2, take another pawn. Is there any reason I shouldn't do that? Can I set up something different to be able to actually hit this even more? So I can move the pawn up here. I can, let's see. Yeah, I can move the pawn up 2 spaces, reinforcing this. This looks like I'm just up a pawn though. King's a little bit, but then we can move guys out, castle. I'm thinking you just take. So let's go ahead and take. And he takes. So now I'm thinking that we should jockey for position on the board. Let's do it. Put that D pawn up 2. Now we're taking center of the board. Okay. So now he's attacking with his knight. He's also attacking with the queen. So I'm thinking that it's most important to defend this pawn here. Because if he takes with the knight, I take with the queen, he takes. Easy counting. So there's a couple different ways that we could defend this pawn. First way, we can move this C pawn up 1. And if he takes, I take. If he takes, I take. We could also do it with the knight. So then if he takes, I take. Yeah. So this would develop the knight, help me to where I can move the bishop, get the king castled. So we're going to go ahead and do we move the knight here or here? Calculating. Let's see. So if we move it here, it's just like the traditional spot. This is like where I'm most used to going. Let's go. Do it. So now the pawn's defended. Another way we could have done it is just moving the bishop up. But then he moves the pawn, kicks my bishop back, then he takes. Okay, so now he moves his other knight. So now I'm thinking that I move the bishop all the way up and start attacking. You could also attack on this side. Or we can move our own knight up. But I don't like this free file here to my king. Calculating. Let's go. Move the bishop. Not a bad move. Or is it? I guess we'll see. moves his bishop. He's probably trying to avoid losing his pawn structure here. What we can do is we could castle. That's a move. But if we castle and then he takes, then I take, then he takes. Is there another way to attack? We could move the knight up, defending this bishop. Let's do that. Also develops another piece, keeping the center of the board strong. So now the question is do we want to trade this? We trade there, and then he's just going to take. It puts him in position to go there. So what we could do is bounce him back one, and we still have this diagonal. We could still keep moving down. Let's do it. Or we can move further back, but typically I believe you're supposed to keep the bishop as far forward as possible. So we're attacking his side of the board. We don't want to give him too much space. So now we can move one back, or we can move two back. I think we just move one back. Keep him as far forward as we can. Can't really take. If we move back here, then he starts pushing his pawn, trapping me, and then I'm trapped. So I don't want to get my bishop trapped. So let's just move back one. Now his pawn structure over here can't really castle. He can castle over here, but this pawn on the F file is missing. So I would say not a bad spot so far. Not too bad. All right, now he's moving his bishop down. A couple ways that we can deal with that. We could castle this way. And then if he takes, you just take. And this is kind of defended here. We could push this pawn, forcing him to take, then take. We could move the queen up, or we could develop this bishop. Thinking we develop the bishop. Is there anything else he can do? So again, this is still defended because his queen's blocked. Can move this way or this way, threatening to take. So I think that we're running out of time too. We only have 2 minutes, 47 seconds. So you got to be cognizant of the time. Up a pawn. So we're winning. So generally trade's pretty good. So we're going to play a little bit faster. Let's attack the bishop. Force him off of the square. So he takes. We'll take with the bishop, keeping my pawn structure intact. Also defending this pawn. So now we can think about moves. Okay. So let's go ahead and just take with the pawn, or we could push the pawn. Do we take or push? He kind of did that so quickly. I don't want him to get what he wants. So we'll just push. Now we're attacking this knight. You can go like this. Actually, the pawn is hanging. Shoot. Not great. Actually not too great. So we'll take there. Part of it is I'm losing time, so I gotta play a little bit faster. But this is, I mean, it's technically a trade. Technically. So not the worst thing in the world. Not the best thing either. But you know. Next we could attack the queen with this bishop. Ooh, he did the take. That is a move that he's allowed to do. This is not looking good. See, because now he can take there. So we got to move the king over. He can take here, check. I have to take. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Let's see. So now you can move the knight. Yep. So then I have to take. You can take there. Let's see. Do we move the pawn or move the king? We got to move the pawn because if you move the king, he just takes. So move that. And then we can move the rook over to pin the queen. But then he moves. So we're still going to do it. Running low on time. 1 minute, 35 seconds. Let's see what we can do here. He's got plenty of time. He can think all day if he wants. Right now we're tied in material. My king is not very safe. Threatening the queen. And he's going to move it that way. So now I think we just give him a quick check. Just going to show him who's boss. And then we'll move the queen out of danger. Oh, well, you'll move the queen out of danger for me, which is great. So now we'll go. This is just not looking great for me. Kind of in a bad spot. Let's just trade. Yeah, we'll just trade. If he trades with the queen, I mean, he has so many different ways to do that. Just move out of the way. Now we kind of have this stacking. That doesn't look great. That doesn't feel 100% amazing there. Just move out of the way. Don't necessarily want to sacrifice our queen. We have 1 minute and 1 second. So let's see. So he could come in, he could take, then I take. I'm trying to get this into an end game to where maybe we can win that way. Because it is low elo. I mean, we're only 800. Okay, so I'm thinking that we take with the rook, get it into the game. So now we can move up. Okay, well, let's see if he'll take the queen trade. We can move our pawns. Our pawns are together. I think that that's not bad. We'll see what he does, though. If he doesn't take, we can move the bishop into position. Ooh! I didn't really see that coming. Did not really see that coming. Let's just move back. All right. It's just not looking great. It's just not. Move here and then you could still move there. You can't move there. I don't know where he's going to go at this point. We have 40 seconds. He's got all the time in the world to think, and we have no time to think. So, see how we do. Could sacrifice, but now we're down a pawn, so generally you don't really want to trade pieces when you're behind, if I'm correct. We'll see what he does. I mean, he's got all the time in the world to think. He's got better positioning than me, I would think. Except for what we could do, yeah. So we could sacrifice and then move the rook in. That check forces him that way. Still not a whole lot. So what we could do is go here first. No, we can't. We go here first because he could take. So we slide the queen over, threatening to take and to attack. And then we take, he takes back, and I go over. Or he just completely abandons everything and does it that way. All right, well, if he's going to do that, I think I just slide over. One, we go with the plan. So if he takes there, I think I just go up, check, move him over. Boom. I guess he can just move down one. No, he can't because he'd be under check. So yeah, we'd have him pinned. So I think that's the play. Ooh. So I think we'd go with the plan anyways. We go with check. Forces him to move over. We take. And then we take. Kind of pinning him. Ooh, didn't even see that because I wasn't even looking. 20 seconds. All right, well, if you're not asleep by now, that's the first game. What are we, 15 minutes into this? So we'll go for the second game, try to get a win. See if we can help you sleep. So we're not going to waste too much time here. We're just going to move the e-pawn up. He's playing fast. So let's just move up again. We'll threaten the knight. This threatens the knight, forces him to move. And then we can kind of just keep moving pawns to just keep him bouncing all around. And then he keeps making, oh, okay. Could also do that. So I think I want position in the center of the board with the pawns. And he's planning on taking. So what I could do is just defend with the knight. So then if he takes, we take with the knight, threatening this. Yeah, okay. So we'll keep going. So now he moves his knight out. And then we can move it like this. Threatening this piece here. A little fork action. So then the question is, do you take with the bishop or with the knight? Okay, so now he's going to do that. So what I can actually do, so if I take, he takes. With that, leaving him exposed. I think we do that. I like that. Destroys his pawn structure. What I want to do after that is actually kick this knight off that square. Hit him with a check. Or we could hit him here. Checkmate. Okay. So we'll take. No. What do we want to do? Let's think. Calculating. So if we move back, he moves over 2, then we're moving back here. And we're there. He's got this whole pawn thing going on. If we move down, well, if we move down 1, he could still do the same thing. And I'm going to move 1 over once. I don't really want to do that. We could take, but then he can take here, and then now his pawn structure is looking pretty good. So I think that I just move back 2 spaces, kind of defends this pawn, keeps all my pieces safe, and we can castle safely. So we're down on time again by a minute, but at least it's not, we got 20 seconds left on the clock like last time. Have pretty much no shot at being able to do anything. So, let's see what he does. Okay, he moves the queen. So a couple moves, we can threaten the queen this way, and then what does that do though? So then he can go. He can do any of those moves. So is there a way to better my position? So what I could do is develop the knight. So right now he can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. Could do that, check. But if we move the knight, it's not a check. So let's move the knight. Get that into the game. playing with us. I don't want to play, no pieces developed. Okay. Well, it's an interesting move. So we could do here, play this to threaten the queen, play this to threaten the queen. Is there any way to check him? So if I go here, that's a check. So could I like go here and then move this pawn, somehow move that, takes, move, seems a little far-fetched. I don't want to use too much time. Let's just keep attacking. Now he has to move the queen. He has no choice. Check. Makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so since he's checking, I think we just move the knight right back. So otherwise the knight's just hanging. He could just take. I think if I were to threaten this or this, and he just take. Can't really block that way. Okay, gotta move back. He still can't take there. He could take this. Ooh. Decides to take that pawn. There's got to be a way to punish this. There's no way that that was like an unpunishable move. So if I go here, it's threatening him there. Won't let him move there. Can't move there. Can he move here? Yes, he can. So we move this. He has to move there. Let's do that. See if we can kind of trap his queen in there. Ooh, didn't see that coming. Well, that's not great. What just happened there? He just took the knight. Wow. How did I not see that? I just didn't see it at all. So our only shot now is for him to blunder the queen somehow. He goes here. We'll move back. We got to get him to blunder his queen. And we could also attack this pawn like he did, but I'm down 5 points of material at this point, so we're down by quite a bit. Shoot. Can also castle, try to stay safe. But I'm thinking that we grab that free pawn. Also grab this pawn too right after. Okay, so he moves back. So let's grab a free pawn. Put us down to -4 points of material. So not great. Not great to be down by this much this early in the game. But, we'll go for it. So, see what he does. He could trade rooks. Force that. That is one way to play. That is legal. So I gotta make some mad moves in order to get back into this game here. We could castle. Let's just do that. Finally castling. I think it's the only thing I got going for me is that his castle would be weak. Okay, so now he's moving up the knight to threaten. So we can come down here, threaten. And then what has he got? So he can move down, attacking. he could... What else? Is that it? Let's do it. Now we're threatening this knight, forcing him to move to another square. It's kind of the thought process here. Running low on time again, so that's not great. Okay, so he moves out. Let's see. Let's calculate. So if I move the knight, he takes, I take, threatening there. Let's do it. Can't really move his bishop. And this is going to take him a couple moves. Okay, so he moves the queen. So now what are our options? Take here, then he takes, then I scooch, then he takes, then I take. Can move here. Could move here. Let's do that. There's got to be a way to get back in this game, and I'm thinking it's right here. That's how we do it. And then we're right back in. Keep our queen. Maybe there's a way we can get the queen into the game by pinning this knight to this other knight and attacking. And then pinning these two knights to that guy. We can do a little counterplay here. Keeping my king safe in this castle position. Okay. So now he goes like that. That is one way to play. So if I take, what is he doing? He takes here. Threatening me here. So then I have to scooch over. Then he moves back or he moves down. Is that what it is? Okay. So if he takes, scooch, he goes down. Well, then I take. And then if he takes, I take. Let's do that. So let's start here. And see what he does. Okay. That's kind of just trapping me in there. So I can move the bishop to kind of threaten here, kick him off of the square, and then attack the knight. Let's attack the queen. See if we can get him to move away. Ooh. Just took my queen. Now we have to take. You can't just lose a queen for no reason. That would be really bad. No, I'm not hating my position at this point. It's a good move. It's not a bad move, I don't think. What we could do is we just move the rook over one. Like this, threatening here. So if he takes the knight, I take. Kind of forces him to do something. Let's do that. Let's see what we can do. We are up 1 point of material at this point as well. So, I'm not complaining about that. That's for sure. So trades are generally pretty good. So we could trade. Let's take. Only have a minute left, minute 5. So let's see if we can set up a little attack here. So we'll go here, he takes, I take, check. So if he took here, then we'll go over and take his bishop. Okay, so So do exactly that. So check, have him move, check again, have him move. We'll take the rook across and take his bishop. I can take here and roll in the back line. Start taking pawns. Play it super simple, super safe. Not going to do anything crazy. Just going to take a couple pawns and then push my pawns to the edge of the map. So let's take here. And check. Cross map. Go down. Like this. And then we'll push pawns. Like this. Just kind of react to whatever he's going to do. King is still safe. I think he's calculating at this point. He sees that there's really no chance. I'd have to have a pretty severe blunder at this point in the game to lose this. Okay, now he's pinned his knight to his king, which I don't mind. Move down. Okay, move up. Okay, move over. Move up. Okay, we'll move take. So he can take there. It's okay. Go like this. Threatening both sides. Okay, so we'll take here. Go like this. That is one way to play. Go like this. Get the king into the action. No, I blundered. No! Wow. Wow. Just died a little inside, if I'm being honest. That was... that was so bad. Oh, that was so bad. Look at this. That has me as this, like, guaranteed win. Oh. See, if I had more than 20 seconds, maybe you could have thought that one through. Wow. That was a huge blunder, I guess. Should have just moved the queen into the game. And he blundered again. I guess that's a blunder. That's a blunder. Takes. Oh, that's a huge blunder again. Should have just taken the knight here. If I take here, takes there. Then what? I take here. And then what? He goes here. Small shoot, man. Alright, well. 2 games in, 2 losses. Hopefully you're asleep by now. I'm trying to play some. I'm trying to put you to sleep, but that last game probably Didn't help. It's too crazy. Let's try it again. So our road to 1,000 elo, not going so hot so far today. I think we're 0-2. So we'll go right in for another game. Again, the E pawn to match his E pawn. E4, E5. Let's see what he does from there. That was pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. That last game, it was just, we had that one in the bag. It's back and forth, and we just blundered it there at the end. I just was not thinking. Didn't even think the knight was attacking the rook. Didn't see it. So that's brutal. That is pretty brutal. Let's put the D pawn. If he takes, we'll take with the queen. If he doesn't take, then I'll take his free pawn. Give him something to defend. Oh, okay. That's one way to play. Go like this. Block him off. Also blocking this knight from doing his BS. Move our knight up. Defending both of the pawns. He moves. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and move the knight up. Threatening this pawn. So he's got to do something. So he goes there. Which I don't necessarily mind that much. I'm going to give him a quick check. Just kind of scare him a little. Okay. Okay. Well, it's just castle. Let's play it safe. I'm sick of losing to just not understanding what's happening. Alright. Well, move this guy back. So he's going for this, right? But if he does it, I take. He takes, I take. So 6 is better than, I guess it's 6-6. But I think that taking 2 of his pieces for 1 rook is not the worst case scenario for me. So why don't we just play more aggressive? Play forward. And we're also threatening with the queen. It kind of forces him to move something. You know, can't just sit here in this position. Okay, so he does go for it. So we're here, and he'll probably take. And he's gonna play like that. So we'll go up. All right. Well, kind of shuts down the whole attack there. Let's go back. Okay, he's attacking again. So slide over. See, I said I wanted to be 1,000 elo, but obviously not playing like it. Not today, at least. But hopefully you fall asleep by now and you've made it this far into the video. Seeing the kind of BS it is down here at the 800 elo. Ooh. That doesn't feel good. Ooh. So he's going to get a free knight. Oh, that feels so bad. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. Didn't see that one coming. Ah, that's bad. we're just not gonna win today. That's what it is. Just not. Oh, he doesn't take the free knight. So because he doesn't take the free knight, I think that we go down here, attack. But then if he takes with the queen, so just play it safe. We'll move back. All right. Well, we're gonna end on a win. It's probably the final game of this episode. We're gonna end on a W. That's the plan, at least. Oh, wow. So maybe we just start attacking with these pawns, start taking space. Use a lot of the board on that side. So if he can move his bishop, why would he ever do that? Who knows? So this knight is pretty anchored here on my side of the map, which is not great. But so you can move a couple different ways. I mean, he could move right there, and that's just a take from me. Okay, so he moved over one. So I think we just move the pawn up. Keep taking space. It's looking pretty dangerous over here. But let's just take up more space. Let's see what we can do. Okay. So, at this point, I think we start planning an attack on this knight. See if we can take them off the board, take more pieces off. A little 2-for-1 action. Moves over his king, so I'll do the same. Let's see if we can get some action going on here. Plenty of time this time. First game that I'm not almost losing on time. Okay, so now he moves over. So let's just squeeze over here. Just move the knight over. Nice and safe. I mean, he could go here. I take. He takes. I take. That would be great. Right here, just take. Take. See if we can get him in a position here to where he's not really understand what hit him. Got two options. Option A. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. Okay. Let's get this guy into the developed. Move a good old rook into the game. Threatening the queen. See where the queen goes. Alright, let's move up one. Threat the knight. Okay, so he goes there. So this one we can go up one. He takes. I take. And then I can't take there because of his knight's there now. Let's see if we can get something going here. So we get something popping. You know what we could do though is we could take with the bishop. And if he takes, I just take there. If he doesn't take there. Okay. So now he's trying to threaten. So if I go here, he can go here. And I have to slide over. Take the knight. Right? That's what he's planning on. I'm going to do it anyways. Do it live. Pawn. It's fine. Slide over. Could take the free knight. And I go here, check. He's got to move over. Take that. So, hopefully we calculated the whole process here. Otherwise, we might be in some deep trouble. But I'm going to try it anyways. We are going to try it anyways. He moves over. It's a good move. It's a good move. So, is it a good move though? Can't we just take here? I think we can just take up 5. Move his king. There you go. Well, the question is, do we move it this way or that way? So I think we just move it over 1. Okay, so now he's playing a little bit more aggressive. So let's go up, take. If he takes, I take. If he doesn't take, I'll take here. And we just trade off all the pieces. Oh, we don't trade off all the pieces. That's another way to play. Let's see. And we have these 3 pieces over here that are not doing anything for us. Kind of trapped in the corner here on the A corner. A, B, C, D. See, if you think about it, he goes here, I go here, he goes here. It's one way. Ooh. Okay. See, I don't necessarily hate that because now I can go here, check. Let's do that. Check. If he takes, I could go check and then take, check. So our position's looking pretty good. Kind of opened up the board there at the end. And I think it's pretty much over for him. All right, so now we go up, check. Trade off the queen and should be GG. I mean, there we go. Well, that's one win for you. Well, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. Catch you.